Breaking news in New Bordeaux. There are reports of a violent...
Come on.
Problems?
This goddamn thing keeps jamming up. If you're ready to see the other briefings, we can get started.
Show me what else you managed to dig up.
You got it. Two of the city's finest scumbags. Oh, yes. Point for Dunn's favorite son, Thomas Burke.
How's he doing since Danny?
9 weeks ago, Burke stumbles into Roman the Butcher Barbiere's deli, drunk off his ass, waving a gun around. He fires off 10 rounds, but the only thing he manages to hit is a fucking ham hock in the goddamn deli case. The Butcher's boys slap the shit out of him and toss him in a dumpster.
Barbieri is the one who took over Point Verdun, right? Busted up Burke's leg with a tire iron.
That's why Burke was willing to go along with the robbery. He thought it'd make things square with Sal, and he'd be able to get Point Verdun back.
He always struck me as an asshole.
Yeah, just like every other Irishman. But he hates Marcano as much as you do.
Yeah, all right. Least I can do is give Danny's old man a chance for a little payback. Oh, fucking hell.
He's been spending his time in a dive bar up in Point Verdun. Duffy's, it's called. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Yo, you better be worth all this trouble.
Haven't the people down here heard about a little invention called air conditioning? Christ. Oh! The man himself, Mr. Vito Scaletta.
You gotta be shitting me.
Last couple months have been pretty tough on old Vito. Sal's always hated him. Thought he was a mole for the commission, but he couldn't do anything about it because Vito's made. After the heist, Sal refused to pay Vito his cut, and then he put the clamps on him. He's been trying to limit Vito's ability to pay what's owed.
And if Scaletta can't kick up, the commissioner give Marcano permission to whack him.
The only reason that Vito is still above ground is because he has a couple off-the-record businesses. He's been using that money to pay Sal.
Gotta give Scaletta credit. Pretty goddamn tenacious.
He's lasted a lot longer than I thought he would, but the clock is ticking. A couple weeks ago, Sal sent in his nephew, a kid named Michael Greco, to help Vito run River Row. Greco's been using his guys to limit what Vito can do, where he can go. Once he has Vito completely boxed in, he'll make his move.
Scaletta has to know what Greco has planned. I'll pay him a visit. See if I can't leverage this thing with Greco to bring Scaletta around to my way of thinking.
I'm sure he'll appreciate your concern.
what's going in there.
How you think? Vito's taking his beating.
What?
Got him!
Open him up!
My dog's gonna love violation.
Grab him for cover!
Firing on that piece of shit!
Slip behind him! You never see it coming! Here! Over here!
I'll flush him out! Covering my ass!
I believe in the struggle.
There you are. Hey, move! Boy knows how to shoot! Woohoo!
Shouldn't have come here.
Gotta hunker down! Oh, fuck me! Fuck him! Yes, sir! Woo! Boy knows how to...
He's empty! Go!
Run for cover!
Fuck! Hit him from the... Need to reload!
Can I get a resupply on River Road?
Going at you. Hang tight.
We got ourselves a guest!
Cover!
Good timing.
Hope you have... Be with that. See you later.
He's all yours, boys.
Who you think you fucking with?
Guess we put the fear. Where'd he scamper off to?
See what we're dealing
I
with.
say we try that area.
You boys.
Take on that! Come try killing me! This ball just keeps moving.
Looks like I got here just in time, Vito.
Lincoln. How's this possible? I thought you were dead.
Bullet was deflected by my skull. Came out the back.
Talk about some goddamn luck.
Worst place to shoot a fella's in the forehead. Skull's harder than you think. Come on. We need to have a talk.
When I heard about what happened, I went to Marcano, asked for my cut right then and there. Figured if he fucked you and Sammy, I'd be next.
Yeah, I'm guessing he didn't go for it.
Said he wanted to wait for the heat to die down. Didn't want me running around, buying expensive shit, getting noticed. Like I'm some fucking amateur, never sat on a big score before. The money I fronted for the robbery was pretty much everything I put away. Didn't have enough to run, so I stayed. Commission wouldn't let him just kill me, so I figured I'd make that cocksucker jump through every hoop. Make him prove I deserve to get whacked. Wasn't much, but it was something.
Heard he brought in his nephew to push you out.
A kid named Michael Greco. Nephew by marriage, not blood.
Sure didn't number in here.
Yeah. They were looking to see what other rackets I was running. Like I'd leave a fucking paper trail in my office. Don't bother with that shit. Look, appreciate you getting me out of the freezer and all, but, what are you doing here?
Marcano deserves to pay for what he did, so I'm going after him. Him, his brothers, his lieutenants, all of them. And I'm gonna need your help.
Look, pretty much whittled me down to nothing. I mean, this is it.
For now, maybe. Once I take back River Road from Greco, money will start coming in, it'll be a different story.
Also, we're partners now.
As long as you do what I say and give me what I want when I want it.
So goodbye, Marcano, hello, Lincoln Clay.
It's either that or more of this. And next time I won't be around to fish your ass out the freezer.
Nobody kills that scumbag but me. You bring me Greco, I'm in.
Tell me about his rackets.
He took over the dock union and he's got a warehouse. There's a lot of valuable shit in there. You take both of them out, Greco's finished. A couple of my guys been keeping tabs on him. You should talk to them. They'll fill you in.
All right.
run in the hollow. If any of y'all got the patience for it, feel free to swing by.
You want to buy something? You need to talk to Cassandra.
She said you could use some help, assuming you're a manual.
Assume at your own risk, Lincoln Clay.
So running the weed, y'all got a routine laid out?
We take a boat to the bayou, grab the bears, bring them back.
Bayou can be a rough territory. Dixie Mafia knows every inch.
Do those white boys scare you, Fred? Did they touch your zozo when you were a child?
Cassandra failed to mention your charming personality.
I highly doubt she forgot.
You do this kind of thing back in Haiti?
Back in my country, I was a hooligan, a priest.
Does a priest know about trafficking weed?
I did not run marijuana, Fred. My cargo was refugees, people. I saved their lives, got them away from Duvalier. But you probably don't know much about that.
We gonna have a problem, you and me?
Cassandra says we are partners, that everything is cool between us. Are we cool?
Don't think I call it that.
Neither would I. Cassandra might be able to let go of what you did to our people. But I cannot.
Maybe you'd be happier back in Haiti.
It was not my choice to come here. Leave my home. But I'm trying to make the best of it.
Aren't we all?
There are still Dixie Mafia scattered around the hollow. If you have the time, you should see to them. Convince them to leave. A shipment of weed is being delivered. A word of advice, Frey. There is one thing you should never, ever do if Cassandra asks. Poker. Don't ever play in poker. She will leave you with your zozo in your hands and not enough for cab fare. Take my word for it. The goddamn Huifa is not going to get behind the wheels and drive itself here, Frey. Go and get it.
Oh, they're forgetting what those motherfuckers did to this place.
Mr. Clay, I want teaser. I suppose.
Gotta cut back on the
Doc
barbecue.
says you're reliable.
Vito said you'd be expecting me.
Took you long enough. I'm Jock Blanchard. Vito claims you can unfug this mess and get us working men back on a job.
Maybe. Depends if the information's any good.
Used to kick up to Vito's men Andy Toretto for union work. But now that Couillon Greco got Andy squeezing everybody for more dues. You don't pay, you don't get a work permit. Poor fuck's even gotta use Greco's loudmouth buddies to collect.
This Greco sounds like a real piece of shit.
You don't know the half of it. On top of that, Andy's gotta keep the permits under lock and key. Anything happens to those, oof, ain't no work happening around here.
I'll see what I can get out of Toretto's people.
Toretto runs a tight ship, but you should be able to get some of his guys talking.
Anyway, the fucking doors, man. Down with members of the Southern Union. Looked them in the eyes and seen the face of evil. But beliefs like that can only be eradicated by changing hearts and minds, not waging war.
Ain't ready.
What? Oh, Jesus! He's...
don't belong here, friend.
Someone got his
Turn to come here.
Get away from here.
Got another man!
River Row. Look into it if you like.
Get him from the other side! In my sights, motherfucker! That's him. Let's go!
On scene, officers engaging with suspect. Respond with caution. Be advised, suspect now in a vehicle.
Hell's a coming! You got real police incoming! Reloading!
All units, negative visual on suspect. Repeat, visual contact lost. All units, search is called off. Repeat, abandoned search. Return to patrol.
Head down!
That's some good.
Oh, motherfucker, stop! Need to reload! Help me out here! Grab some cover!
Hey, Lincoln, you should think about trusting me with a little more territory. Still can't believe we're taking on Sal, but you say you got a plan, then I believe you. It's funny, before I moved here, I fucking hated fish. Crabs, shrimp, crawfish heads, I eat all that shit now.
all a matter of perspective.
Yeah? Destroying the work permits hurt the workers, sure. But what it's really done is make Toretto and Greco look weak. Keep working on the dock union. It's only a matter of time before Toretto has to respond.
I can see why some brothers want to turn this thing violent. I just don't think we can win that way.
Vito sent me. You're Connie, right?
Yup. Connie DeMarco. Been keeping an eye on the smuggling business for Vito. Roy Thibodeau's in charge now, and it's a damn shit show.
Why hasn't Greco bounced him yet?
Oh, he bounced Roy right into a hole if he got to say so. Greco didn't pick Roy, and that puts a target on his back. Still, Roy's trying to sell the usual shit from out of Cuba. Cigars and rum, mostly. Hell, rumor has it they even selling medicine and shit to the Cubans.
Sounds like Greco's scrambling.
Imagine Greco thought his Uncle Sal'd give him a break, but no. So he's squeezing everyone, including Roy. Business gets any worse, Roy's gonna have to come down and see to it himself. Mind, Roy's got a few guys here and there.
Might take some persuading, but I'll get him to talk.
You get hold of any Roy's guys yet? They're sure to talk if you, ask just right.
Can I get a resupply on River Road?
Be out directly.
One, two. That's the kind of pain that'll fuck you up if you hold on to it too long.
You want something? You let me know.
Let me see what you got.
Use it. In good health. I'm heading out.
He's shooting! For cover! Let me have it! For fuck's sake! Kill for him. Just knock it down already!
Ferris wheel. One ride per customer.
With the job as you've done slowing work at the dock union, I'm surprised. Word is Andy Toretto's down at the dock union, demanding to know who's been stopping his people from collecting dues.
Think he tipped off Greco to what's been happening?
Nah. Knowing Andy, he'd probably see Greco in the ground next to you if he could. But he's a lifer, and if he's got a job to do, he's gonna goddamn well do it. Bad fucking situation all around.
And it's about to get worse. Tell the boys they'll be back to work soon, Jock.
You pissed Toretto off just enough that he's back at the dock union. You're gonna have to deal with him.
And I just don't see him calling a spade a spade. Pegler, though, now that man is right.
Sorry, my fault.
Can I get a resupply in River Road?
I'll head your way now.
You spot anything you can use? Okay. I'll be with that. See you later.
You and Charlotte really should come back. It's been too long.
Just get to the phone. Whoa, gonna put you down like a dog. Shit.